Hi Libra, thank you for coming to my channel. I'm Elsie and you've come to 10 of Cups Tarot. If you've been here before, thank you very much for coming back. I cannot do this without you. And if you have not been here before, welcome. I'm hoping that you're going to hit the subscribe button before you leave because we really do have a great group of people here. They really are kind and wonderful. They really are all about watching out for each other. So I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. There's also a bell button that you can hit, so I will notify you when I'm uploading videos instead of you having to keep track of me. So today I'm here to do a reading. I must apologize for not getting your reading out, Libra, the first half of January. I wasn't well over Christmas, and unfortunately that put me really behind on all my private readings, and I really am grateful to those of you who did wait for me. And so as a result, I had to get all of those readings done in the first couple weeks of January. I think I'm almost caught up now. So I am here to do a reading for you. You guys are the first bunch, Libra. There's a few signs that I didn't get out this year. At the first couple weeks of the year. So here we are, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Libra. And I am going to just call in some of the big guns. So I'm just going to call in Archangel Michael, if I could have your help. I just need information for the highest good of our collective Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. If I could also have my angels and guides present. Gods and goddesses, we welcome you and thank you for being here. And if I could have the holders of the pure white light, please protect me while I open up a channel with Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for the beautiful readings that you've given me this far this year and last year. Thank you for being in my life every day. I really do appreciate your kindness. All right. 2 more shuffles I heard. 1, 2. I'm just going to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down 5 cards. And that's going to be for the recent past energies. I'm going to lay down another 5 cards. That is going to be for the current energies. And then I'm going to go ahead and build on that for another 11 cards for the future. Let's get started. So the first card that we are looking at is for the energy for the overall of this reading. And that is... Somebody wants to talk about their dog. Should you be watching your readings for your dog? Let me just listen for a sec. Yeah, it's your dog. Oh, your dog passed. I'm sorry. Libra, if you've had a pet that's passed away, I'm really sorry. It's a dog. It looks like a Springer Spaniel. It's short and it's like a caramel color. So if that is your dog, I don't know, am I getting a message from your dog? I don't really hear anything from the dog, but I just see the dog is just standing at attention, just waiting, looking very happy. Okay, that might have been for somebody, maybe it's not. So I just kind of push out my mouth, whatever comes through. So the first card that I'm seeing here, woo, is the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups, as we know, it can be one of 2 things. It can be celebration. It can also be a third-party connection. So I'm going to just lay some more cards out here so we can find out what exactly we are looking at. Energies for the past. Okay. So it looks like there is you have met the King of Cups, I believe, Libra. You have either met the King of Cups or you do have the energy of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who is very emotional. So someone who is happy, generally happy. Someone who doesn't really shy away from an opportunity to celebrate and be social, but it's just not the first thing on the agenda. Nonetheless, the King of Cups is someone who is who can be a little bit unpredictable because they are very watery energy. So the watery energy is like Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, and it's very watery energy, very emotional energy. So that person loves really deeply. they hurt really deeply. They are a very deep person, and you will have great conversation with this person. So this may have been someone that you met in a social setting, or maybe you are this person. Perhaps you are the person that I'm talking about here with the King of Cups energy, someone who is really deep and romantic. There is an Ace of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Pentacles is really a blessing from Spirit. Ace of Pentacles can be a new start in love. It can be something new, yeah, usually in love. So there could be a new love coming in for the King of Cups energy. So if you are not the King of Cups, you might be the King of Cups energy. Just remember, we are reading energies here. We're not reading genetics. I was going to say, we're not reading gender. So this could be male or female. I'm still undecided whether this is a third-party connection. I have a feeling that it's not. I have a feeling it's legitimate socializing. And then this King of Cups either met somebody who they felt that they want to give a pentacle to, or they have somebody that they're celebrating being able to give a pentacle to. There, in the past, looks like there may have been some arguing. So the Five of Wands is about, it's about petty arguments, really. It's about things that look bigger than they are. These actions, they're all fighting over their own opinions here. So it's just not really conducive for communication. So you are an air sign. And I think that at some point you forgot about your communication. You air signs are supposed to be the great communicators, right? So you forgot about your communication, and it looks like there was some arguing and petty arguments that came up in the past, and it could have very well been hard on this partnership. So I feel as though you met somebody and you get along with them really well with the Three of Cups. The King of Cups is a very watery personality, very emotional, deep thinker, deep hurting, deep sadness, also very deep romance, love, feels things intensely because the water is a conductor of energy. So their energy is very intense as a rule. And the Ace of Pentacles here tells me that that you really like this person. So maybe you're celebrating the liking this person, but every relationship, I guess, has its bumps, but it looks like there might have been, I think there might have been an argument that took you down to sort of a partnership status, if that's what I'm thinking here, because I feel like this Three of Cups is sort of like, woo, everybody's celebrating, we're happy and fine. And then the pentacle is offered, so is offered as love. Do you want to be my person? And then after that, arguments ensue, and that takes it down a notch to maybe a partnership. Now, this could be a partnership in business, or it could be a partnership in romance as well, right? It's a partnership of some sort. So I don't know if I could have said partnership any more than I did. Okay, so here we go, and we are coming out with 5 cards now for the current energies. And your current energies, Libra. Okay. Current energies, Libra. Take a look here. I'm reading a little slower these days just because I was scolded. I was scolded by, not anybody here, you guys are wonderful. I was scolded by Spirit saying that I just can't rush it. I need to slow down and make sure that I'm getting all the information. So there was actually a couple of personal readings that I did where I was scolded immensely, told to relook and things like that. So I'm just reading a little bit slower these days. So what we have for current energies, it starts out with confusion. Like, what happened here? Things were looking pretty good at the start, romance, offering, things were looking pretty good at the start. And then something went sideways here, and then there's confusion. So the cups here, the Seven of Cups, it's about having a lot of opportunities, but it's also about confusion. I feel in this case it's probably more confusion than anything. So the Seven of Cups, I say confusion because I'm a Taurus and I'm Earth and I move really slow. And so when I make decisions, I make permanent decisions and I make them very slowly. This to me looks like something that I wouldn't want to come up against because I wouldn't know what I would pick. So it to me as a reader is more about confusion than it is about opportunity. So the opportunity is here, obviously, right? There's 7 cups, there's 7 cups and they've all got something in them. But I see this as a bit of a confusion. I think you were confused because you were under the impression that this person was your soulmate. So the 6 of Cups here, more cups. There is a lot of water here. Cups, cups. Yeah, we've got 1 Pentacles. Yep, we've got a lot of water here. So I think you were under the impression that this person was your soulmate. So when things kind of went sideways, you were a little bit surprised. And this confusion with the soulmate is what is the energy that you're living in currently. Real confusion with the soulmate, not really knowing where things are going at this point. Now, I do see here that the 8 of Wands is here, and the 8 of Wands is about, wands are about action. They're usually passionate messages are coming in. So perhaps, things got fixed and you are now in the midst of passionate messages. So information coming in to your soulmate about, what went wrong, what went sideways. I have a feeling that one of you manifested this. One of you manifested getting back into the swing of things. So this really is just a hiccup, not a hookup. Not a hookup. I'm sorry, Libra. This is a hiccup. I call that a hiccup just because, the 5s are more about spilt milk, about disappointment, about I didn't get that thing. Damn, why didn't I get that thing? But it's not really heavy depression or anything like that. It's more of I could have done that thing better had I had a chance to do it again. So we see love messages coming in. The Magician is here. And so that tells me that one of you or both of you are manifesting each other and that it is time for passion to get involved again. So this card of passion at the end here, this is under the partnership card here. So we are looking at, partnership, passionate partnership. The Page of Wands, though, is someone who is young at passion, young at relationships. There could be an age gap between you. You could be older or they can be older than you. Sometimes that is part of the problem if there is a large opening. And when I say large, I say like 10 or 12 years if there's a big gap of age. I feel as though that this pentacle, this Ace of Pentacles, was given really quickly and maybe that things move too fast. And so now you're in the midst of trying to manifest getting out of the 5 of Wands energy. And you're trying to get things back to the way they were, with this emotional king here and the happiness and fun times that you guys had together here. So the King of Cups, the King of Cups does believe that that whomever this is about was their soulmate. I do see that there is the moon is under the bottom of the deck. I feel as though that I'm hearing secrets, so that you might think that you don't have all the information, so you're not entirely sure what to do next. You feel as though there may be secrets lurking in the background, trust has been broken, and that you're not really sure what to do at this point. So, and when the moon comes up, it's also a water energy, right? And things that reflect off the water can also be an illusion. The darkness can be an illusion. And the moon card is, basically about fear and not knowing what's ahead of you because you can't see that far in advance. But you guys, there's a reason for that. There's a reason we can't see so far in advance, because if we did, we may change things that weren't for our highest good. So let's go forward here. And right now, the only major arcana we have is the Magician. So good for you. You're doing great this year so far, Libra. You're doing really good with carrying out you know, things the way they are intended for you. So good for you. Okay. So someone took charge here of the situation and decided that it was time to maybe go to the next level of the relationship. Someone decided to take charge. The Emperor is the person who is in command of the empire. And so he makes all the decisions. And so he is a card of Aries. It is a leadership card. So he is a leader. He is the one that will take charge and do the things that he feels need to be done. Now, the reason I am saying he is because he is a father. So this more than likely is a male. The energy, of course, could be shared with female, right? So a female can certainly have the energy of the Emperor. But it looks like whoever the Emperor is may have been the person who took charge of the situation. I don't know if there was maybe some addictions involved. And, you know, addictions can be many things, you guys. And maybe things that you don't even think about. Food's an addiction, or can be an addiction. It's not a final thing, but it can be an addiction for some. You know, things, video games can be an addiction. Things like that can get in the way of how you live your life. So this card is about fear as well. It's a lot about fear. It's about addiction. It's about anything that is going to turn your life on its side, anything that you are going to prioritize over everything else that should be more important. So the Devil is here because perhaps you were feeling chained to this person. The Devil sort of makes you feel as though you're obligated to this person. So perhaps it was the chains that needed to be cut, and the Emperor is the one that stepped up and took advantage of an opportunity to get unchained from the person. You know, this argument here, maybe get unchained from the person that they were feeling chained to. Perhaps they were feeling, what's the word I'm looking for? We're feeling bound in a relationship, maybe bound to that person. The expectation was there, and expectations, in my opinion, are a life killer, you guys. If you're living up to any expectation, please toss it out. Just be who you are and just be the best version of you. But expectation can also be this. This can also be really a lot about sex. It can be a lot of passionate sex. So maybe that became an addiction, perhaps. Maybe that got in the way of things. But the thing is that once there was the argument, you know, taking it down a rank to the partnership, the Emperor comes in and takes a hold of the situation and tries to breathe life back into it. We know that there is still some sort of addiction that's here, and addiction. Pipes? Do you smoke a pipe? That's what I'm hearing. Pipes. Money. That's what I heard. Money. Money is an addiction as well. So if you're putting something above the priorities in your life, that, you know, the adult priorities as I'm talking about, then that is something that throws you on your side. If you eat too much ice cream could be the devil. You know, it could put weight on you. It could, you know, just make your joints swell. It could be sugar. It could be anything, really. Anything that you do too much of and it's throwing your life off, then it's going to put you into the Nine of Swords. So when, you know, swords are you, Libra. You are all about communication and connection. But at night when you lay your head down, then maybe this is what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling stuck, chained, feeling bound, feeling like you can't make a move, feeling sort of frozen. And so when the night came, that's when you would try and hit the pillow and start thinking, and trying to think logically, thinking all sides, you know, of the argument. But it looks like eventually you come out okay, because the King of Pentacles is here. Now, the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and that could be the energy of a male or a female, of course, because we're not reading gender, we're reading energy. The person that you could be in contact with might be someone who is a good money manager, someone who is all about their pentacles. The king sometimes is looking for a mate, not always, but sometimes is married and sometimes is not. But nonetheless, the energy of the King of Pentacles is very sturdy and stable. That energy is not sort of up in the air. It's not about what's the answer this time. It's about deep methodical movements. And so the King of Pentacles is very different than an air sign in terms of the in terms of conversation and communication. I do say that after all, you did end up single. So there is a Nine of Pentacles here, single and available and abundant, and just doing you, living you, and you know, being who you are, being yourself, being authentic. And that's really what life is all about. When you find your person who is going to allow you to live your life and be authentic, that's the person that you need. And sometimes that person is not the first, second, or 25th person that you have a date with. And of course, I threw a card. So I'm going to go card diving. Hang on. All right, it was face down and I'm not taking it, so we'll put it back in the deck here. So we need 3 more cards here, please. 3 more cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There is 1, 2, and 3. All right. Wow. Okay, so the thing is that now we have, you know, a couple of bookends. We have the King and the Queen of, no, sorry, that is not the Queen. Sorry, that's the Page. That is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is about new love. It's about love that is, the Page of Pentacles is, it can be about a gift. It can be that someone is bringing you a gift, something in the 3D. It can be something that you can hold, that you can taste or smell. It is someone, you know, coming in and bringing a gift. I do see here that this gift may end up in a relationship. So whoever this is, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, you could be bringing in, that person is bringing, the Page of Pentacles is moving slow, right? Slow, like a ground or an earth sign would. But we have the 4 of Wands here. So the 4 of Wands, of course, you can see that they are a family, and it looks like there is a firm start for a foundation here. It's got, you know, the 4 corners. And you can see right up in the top here, dragonfly. And I think universally dragonflies are talking about transformation. So perhaps the transformation has come for you, and now you are looking for someone who is going to be your mate, and you're working really hard on that. Not only are you working really hard on trying to find someone to spend time with, spend your extra time with, but you are also working hard. So someone is seeing your hard work. The pentacles are coming in. They're coming in slowly, but nonetheless that they are. And you can see all the work that he has done up here. If you are working for a corporation, this is about someone noticing you at work, noticing that you're doing a really great job. So this is, yeah, people noticing that you're doing a really great job at the thing that you do for work. It's also about self-mastery. So it can be about working on you as well. It can be about working on you so you can make it here and, you know, have the Page of Pentacles come in and help start that relationship here that you're looking for. All right. We have 3 more cards in your reading here. 3 more cards, please, for the end of this reading. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. Okay, so we do have the Tower. So people, the Tower gets a bad rap. I know that the Tower is not something that we all want to go through. That being said, though, the Tower is something that is necessary for our lives. When you don't pay attention, when you don't do the things that are asked of you, when you don't pay attention or not connected to source. This is the Tower moment. Now, the Tower moment comes for your blessing. It comes to relieve you of the pressure that you've been feeling before the Tower came. You could be, it could be relationship related. It could be the loss of a job. It could be, you know, there's two kinds of towers. I always say, win the lottery, Tower moment. Get in a fender bender, Tower moment. You know, those are all Tower moments. But the Tower moment comes for our blessing because it's clearing away the debris and breaking down things that never had a use in our lives anyway. So first there's a whisper. It's just like Oprah says. First there's a whisper, then it gets a little louder, and then there's a scream. And the scream is the Tower. So if you have anything on the back burner that you have been ignoring and not paying attention to, this could also be your health. So just be aware that the Tower is coming in terms of, it's coming at the end of this reading. So maybe in the summertime, perhaps, coming at the end of this reading. Make sure that you do speak your mind. The King of Swords is here and says, you know, the energy of the King of Swords is all about speaking your mind, telling people what you need, asking for what you need. And, you know, it's swords, it's air, it's you, Libra. You are an air sign, and you need to ask people what you need, for what you need. And if you don't, you're just not going to get what you want. So, and sometimes you might not get what you want, but the truth of the matter is that, the loose lips sink ships. I don't know why I said that. I just heard it. Loose lips sink ships. I don't know where that's from, but if you know, leave it in the comments. But I am showing that it could be that perhaps something you say causes a Tower moment. So remember that you are an air sign. Remember that you're primary for connection and communication, Libra. That you are the smooth talker. You have the ability to do it. You won't always, and that's okay. Just make sure that no offense is taken where none is given. Just be, you know, kind, and just let them know that, you know, I don't mean to offend you, but this is the thing that I have to say in order for us not to go into this Tower moment. Now, that being said, this Tower moment here is major arcana. It's not something you can avoid. And the Tower moment comes for your happiness. It comes because after the Tower comes the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups comes in to bring deep, abiding love, romantic love. So this Tower here, maybe I already went through it. I don't know. But this definitely could have caused it. Sharp words, loose lips sink ships. Sharp words could have caused your Tower moment. And so maybe you just want to be a little more watery going forward. Maybe a little more kind, maybe a little more like the King of Cups, a little more smooth with your words rather than harsh. But the Knight of Cups comes to tell you that there is love still. So the deep, abiding, romantic love that you are looking for is here, or it's on the way. I don't know if you've gone through this or not already. Okay, that's the end of your reading, but we're still going to go through the surrender deck here, Libra. I'm going to pick a card. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please, if I can have a card for Libra. Oh, we got a bunch fall out, but I'm taking that one. There we go. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. What is this one? I don't think I've had this one before. It says, listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. It's about connecting to source. It's about connecting your brain with your gut. It's about your intuition. So listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable with them, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And that's pretty, you know, intuition 101. You know, sometimes we just don't get along with everyone that we meet, and that's okay too. Not everybody is a person that's going to like you, and not everybody is a person you are going to like. All right, Libra, that's it. That's it for you for the first, the last half of January. I am going to do my best to be consistent and be here earlier with your February 1st readings. And thank you so much for coming here. Please know that if you do not watch my That's the Fact Jack videos, you are not going to know where I am or what I'm doing in my private readings, only because I don't have the ability to answer 3 or 4 or 5 sometimes checks and rechecks. When you pay me by PayPal, PayPal sends you a receipt. You know that I've received the funds. There's no need to email me and tell me that you need me to confirm whether the funds are there or not. If you send me something, if you're in Canada and you send an e-transfer, your bank tells you that the money has been deposited, or that this is still outstanding, one of the two. There's no need to send a bunch of emails back and forth. I can't handle it at this point because we do have over 10,000 people here, almost 11,000, yay! But so please watch my videos. That's the Facts Jack. That's the easiest way for me to get the information out to you. I do put in the title regarding personal readings, and so that'll tell you what is my time frame. Am I running behind? What's going on with me? So I will not always answer your email within 24 to 48 hours. I really am trying to practice mental health. So I am going to be taking days off during the week, and those are the days you won't hear from me or see me. So sometimes I am not going to answer your email right away. I'm sorry, I can't do that and still be a mom and still, juggle the rest of my life, do the things that we all have to do in our day. All right, enough of the lecture. Please look down below if there's anything else you need to know about this reading. This is a general reading. Please be cautionary as you watch, okay? And Happy New Year, and thank you so much for coming back. And please mash that subscribe button, share, like if you can. That would be great. Helps me keep this going, helps me bring you free content, and that's what I want to do. All right, I'm out. Bye.